We're going to take a break, and when we come back, it's going to be day 2, and we get some help from the kids here at Birney as we start bringing in the plants. Stay with us.
So you want to kick it underneath the ball, underneath the foot?
And you do not want to use your toe.
Don't use your toe, use the inside of your foot so it looks like that.
Developing their sense of nature and...
Sorry, really sorry.
I don't know what this is. Welcome back to Down to Earth. Well, we finished our beds, but we had a few blocks left over, so we decided to go ahead and build this little tiny bench here. I think it's going to be great for the kids to sit on, and it adds a really nice architectural element to our whole area. Well, we've made quite a bit of progress so far. We've got paths laid out on the far side and DG laid in them, so that's going to be really nice and clean. We're going to do the same thing right here in front of our beds because we don't want the kids' feet to be all muddy. The DG's going to really act like concrete and be really clean. As far as the beds go, we've laid them all out, we've filled them up with fluffy soil, and the key here is the design. We've made the beds no bigger than 3 feet wide, and that's going to make them accessible from all sides for the kids because of their smaller hands and feet and legs. The beds are also kind of short, so the kids can use these as benches. They're really stable, and that's a big advantage you're not going to get if you're using 2x lumber. But we still have a lot of work to do here. Remember, these beds are over 250 feet long. We've got the paths done at this end, but we still have a lot of work to do on the paths at the far end, and we haven't even brought in the plants. So let's check and see how the guys are coming along. Well, the guys have begun to start laying the DG on the paths. Thanks, Lou, that looks great. And decomposed granite is a really good product for this application. It just makes this really nice firm base, but it still breathes, so it's going to be really good for the plants. As far as the path goes, we dug it out a little bit, and we took all the extra soil from the path, and we mounded it up on either side of the beds next to it. It really provides sort of this nice concave system for the paths, really provides a sense of safety, and overall, kids really love paths too. I know everyone thinks they love turf, but every time we put in a garden, the kids are always running up and down the paths, so I know they're going to like this. I think the layout is really nice too, sort of serpentining all the way through the garden. And the other thing we decided not to do was to put any kind of edging in. We want this to be really naturalistic, so we want the garden and the path to kind of blend together. I know a lot of people are like, well, you need to put borders in or, you know, edging or all kinds of things like that. We didn't really want that. We want to interact with nature. We want the plants to be spilling into the path. In fact, if they want to grow on the paths, I think they can. It's a really good concept, and it leads to a lot less maintenance and a lot less work. Now, the plants we've chosen to go along the paths probably serve as the greatest lesson for the children living here in Southern California. As I've said before, we live in a Mediterranean climate, which is mostly dry. And all of our plants here today come from a part of the world that share our arid conditions, and they're not going to need a lot of water to live. And look at that. The kids have shown up just in time to help us get them spotted in. Okay, we've got Miss Chappelle's 2nd grade class, and they're going to help us move a lot of plants. We had all these native plants donated by a local company, but we just need to spot them in the garden. You guys help me with that? Yeah! All right, let's go. Okay, so it's going to be native garden all the way down here. So if you just guys want to lay them in anywhere right along here, this is good right here. All right, let's put these last ones right along here, and I think that'll look great. Right, good, good. Let's do that one right there. Good, all right there is good. All right, that looks great. All right, we've got Mrs. Tao's 1st grade class, and we've separated the plants out by geographic region. So we're gonna do South Africa, and we're gonna set that up. You guys ready for that? All right, it's these plants right here. If everybody just grabs one and follows me, we'll go put them in the garden. Got that one? Good. Some of these guys.
Can I share?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm in triple here.
Okay, this is South Africa right here. Just set them down in this area and we're good. Anywhere in here. Just go ahead and set them down. Great, we got the aloes. We got some South African buddleias. Great. We got the bulbs. Cool, that's a lion's tail. And then the reason we're putting South African plants in is because South Africa is really dry. It's very similar to San Diego's climate. So these plants are from South Africa, but they also like San Diego because we have kind of a similar climate. All right, this is Miss Hernandez's first grade class, and we're going to be moving in the Australian section. Do you guys know where Australia is? It's another continent, it's another country, and it's on the other side of the world. But you know what it has similar with us? It's drought tolerant, same way, they don't get a lot of water. So all of these plants are from Australia, but they live really well in San Diego and Southern California. Are you ready to put them in the garden?
Yeah!
All right, let's everybody grab a plant and we'll head out. You got it, that's a heavy one. Everybody got one? There's lots. You got them? Everybody got one? Australia's way down here, come on. This one only gets about 3 feet tall, but it's all fuzzy. This one gets little pink flowers that the hummingbirds like. It stays really low. We've got Mrs. Reed's first grade class, and we're going to be moving the more native plants into the native section. Do you guys know what native means?
No!
No? It means these plants are from here, right? So these plants are going to be drought tolerant, well adapted, because we don't get a lot of rain here, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So these plants are going to live here, grow here, and feed all the native animals. And somebody even said that this looked like grass. You know why? Because it's grass. And we're going to be planting this like a meadow, because this is going to be a turf substitute. So instead of using a thirsty lawn, we're going to be using this native carex as a turf grass, and it's going to use a lot less water, and it's going to be much better for the wildlife. So is everybody ready to grab a plant and bring it over to the garden? All right, let's grab something and we'll bring it over. You got it? If all of this activity is making you want to start up or revive your child's school garden, have I got a resource for you. The San Diego County Master Gardeners have an extensive web guide called Plant a Seed, Watch It Grow, and it lays out everything you need to consider to run a successful school garden. You can also arrange for a master gardener to come out and consult with you as you plan the garden. That's right, they actually assign you a school garden consultant, and it's free. With resources like this, maybe we can get a garden in every school.
Yeah, because they live free and I guess they're alive.
Hey Ted, have you seen Andy?
Nope, sure haven't. Haven't seen him in like 10, 15 minutes.
Huh, I wonder where he's at.
You're really going to be fine. It's okay.
Hey, I'm bleeding over here.
That's
I
ketchup.
think I've got a lycopene or something.
No. That's ketchup. I see this all the time.
Well, while Andy deals with his sudden condiment ailment, my newly expanded crew and I are going to wrap up the day with a little more planting. That is, if I can keep the plants where they're supposed to go. Well, when we get back, day 3 at Birney and a visit to another school garden out in Lemon Grove.
Well, do you know who threw the ball at you?
No, it just came out of nowhere and hit me in the head.
Yeah. Well, Lou, I suspect it doesn't just hurt here, but it probably hurts a little here, too.
You know, Miss Panel, I'm a little different. I'm not like other kids.